Welcome to our deep dive into Lisinopril, a powerhouse medication that has been changing lives since its introduction. Whether you're a healthcare professional, a patient, or just curious about this widely used drug, you are at the right place. Lisinopril is an ACE inhibitor that's known for tackling blood pressure, heart failure, and more. In this presentation, we are going to talk about its mechanism, uses, and other key considerations, and why Lisinopril remains a cornerstone in modern medicine. Lisinopril is a medication for managing cardiovascular disease. It was derived from the natural peptide caprotide, which is found in the venom of a Brazilian earth viper.
Used in the treatment of hypertension, heart failure, and also post-myocardial infarction. So with the hypertension, Lisinopril is considered as a first-line treatment for hypertension, whether used alone or in combination with other medication. It effectively lowers blood pressure and has been compared to beta blockers and calcium channel blockers, demonstrating similar efficacy, but through a different mechanism of action and with potentially fewer side effects. With the post-myocardial infarction, Lisinopril plays a crucial role in the management of patients after myocardial infarction, that is MI, helping prevent complications and impede cardiac function. Trials such as the 𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬 and SMILE have confirmed that administering Lisinopril shortly after an MI reduces mortality rates and also the incidence of heart failure. By limiting ventricular remodeling and reducing the overload on the heart, Lisinopril enhances long-term cardiovascular health in post-MI patients.
So now let us dive into the mechanism of action of Lisinopril. Lisinopril has a dual mechanism of action: the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system and the kallikrein-bradykinin system. I will begin with the renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system. So in the liver, a protein known as 𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐢𝐬𝐬 is synthesized and released, and upon its release, 𝐥𝐢𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬 is converted to angiotensin 1, catalyzed by renin, an enzyme that is synthesized and released by the kidney. Upon the release of angiotensin 1, it is then converted to angiotensin 2, catalyzed by ACE, that is angiotensin converting enzyme. Our angiotensin 2 is a potent vasoconstrictor that exerts its vasoconstriction effect on adrenal medulla, arterial wall, and in the adrenal cortex. On the adrenal medulla, as it exerts its vasoconstriction effect, it leads to the release of adrenaline. Under normal modes, adrenaline regulates the fight and flight action of the body, but under abnormal modes, the release of adrenaline increases the heart rate and eventually causes an increase in blood pressure. Next, angiotensin 2 also exerts or demonstrates its vasoconstriction effect on arterial wall. That is where it increases vasoconstriction, that is the narrowing of the blood vessels, and this increases blood vessel resistance, leading to an increase in cardiac output and eventually an increase in blood pressure. Finally, angiotensin 2 demonstrates its vasoconstriction effect on adrenal cortex. That's under normal modes, it leads to the release of aldosterone, which regulates the sodium and water balance in the body. But under abnormal conditions, aldosterone, increase in aldosterone or the activation of aldosterone leads to sodium and water retention. Thus increases sodium and water retention, increasing bulimia and stroke volume, and ultimately an increase in blood pressure. So, however, in the presence of Lisinopril prevents the production of angiotensin 2, that is by inhibiting the activity of ACE, which is the angiotensin converting enzyme that converts angiotensin 1 to angiotensin 2, that is rendering the effects
or the integrity of angiotensin II useless? Thank you.